In a Mirandized and recorded interview of Depape by San Francisco police department officers, Depape provided the following information. A. Depape stated that he was going to hold Nancy hostage and talk to her. If Nancy were to tell Depape the truth, he would let her go, and if she lied, he was going to break her kneecaps. Depape was certain that Nancy would not have told the truth. In the course of the interview, Depape articulated he viewed Nancy as the leader of the pack of lies told by the Democratic Party. Depape also later explained that by breaking Nancy's kneecaps, she would then have to be wheeled into Congress, which would show other members of Congress there were consequences to actions. Depape also explained generally that he wanted to use Nancy to lure another individual to Depape. B. Depape stated that he broke into the house through a glass door, which was a difficult task that required the use of a hammer. Depape stated that Pelosi was in bed and appeared surprised by Depape. Depape told Pelosi to wake up. Depape told Pelosi that he was looking for Nancy. Pelosi responded that she was not present. Pelosi asked how they could resolve the situation and what Depape wanted to do. Depape stated he wanted to tie Pelosi up so that Depape could go to sleep as he was tired from having had to carry a backpack to the Pelosi residence. Around this time, according to Depape, Depape started taking out twist ties from his pocket so that he could restrain Pelosi. Pelosi moved towards another part of the house, but Depape stopped him and together they went back into the bedroom. C. While talking with each other, Pelosi went into a bathroom, where Pelosi grabbed a phone to call 911. Depape stated he felt like Pelosi's actions compelled him to respond. D. Depape remembered thinking that there was no way the police were going to forget about the phone call. Depape explained that he did not leave after Pelosi's call to 911 because, much like the American founding fathers with the British, he was fighting against tyranny without the option of surrender. Depape reiterated this sentiment elsewhere in the interview. E. Depape stated that they went downstairs to the front door. The police arrived and knocked on the door, and Pelosi ran over and opened it. Pelosi grabbed onto Depape's hammer, which was in Depape's hand. At this point in the interview, Depape repeated that Depape did not plan to surrender and that he would go through a Pelosi. F. Depape stated that he pulled the hammer away from Pelosi and swung the hammer towards Pelosi. Depape explained that Pelosi's actions resulted in Pelosi taking the punishment instead. On October 29, 2022, law enforcement determined that Depape lived in the garage of a residence on Shasta Street in Richmond, California, by interviewing the owner of the premises, who confirmed that Depape has resided in the garage for approximately 2 years. 17. On October 29, 2022, law enforcement searched the garage at the Shasta Street residence pursuant to a federal search warrant. Among other things, agents seized 2 hammers, a sword, and a pair of rubber and cloth gloves. The agents also found evidence that Depape lived in the garage, including DMV paperwork, IRS letters, and PayPal credit cards.